Module 3, Part 2. In this brief module, we'll talk about how we use data analytics while we are experiencing a crisis. So, what are health analytics? It's where we have the opportunity to explore performance gaps, suggest strategies and recommendations. And what they do in general is to help healthcare professionals and organizations monitor performance on an ongoing and regular basis. Often they are used to troubleshoot bad performance and identify root causes for problems. And they can assist users to design, develop, implement, evaluate different key performance indicators, KPIs, which you've probably learned about in other classes, which can enhance your continuous monitoring, identify reasons for performance deviations, and eventually improve performance. Now, when we come to crises, data analytics are valuable assets, whether it's a disaster crisis or pandemic, because the use of data analytics can help predict an earthquake potential, a tsunami, a blizzard, tornado. So let's take a look at that. So during a crisis, data can assist your emergency operations center. So your emergency managers need to have a working knowledge of how to identify, gather, and analyze data. Many data visualization tools are available that can help process and display the data for your decision-making purposes. And remember that data is a tool, but because emergency management is still about working with people, at the end of the day, don't forget the soft skills. So Hospital Dashboard is an example of an analytic. I share one here from Care Partners, and you can see the kind of information that they normally collect, just to sort of familiarize yourself with the term if you've not had any courses in data analytics yet. And of course, we come back to the planning P. Why the planning P is important. Remember that trying to understand the situation, it's ongoing. And in order to do that, you will have data that you will be tracking over time. It could be as simple as how many patients do we still have in the ER? Who's already been treated and released? How many surgeries do we have going? Who else is coming in that needs care? And what staff and resources are available to assist all those in need? So data analytics become incredibly important during an ongoing disaster. So it establishes a continuum for incident action planning during both emergency and non-emergency operations. And the timing of the staff meeting, as noted in the planning P, accounts for that difference in the planning cycles, relies on the needs of the incident to determine the timing for the meeting itself. And remember about the P. It gives you a rhythm and a structure to your incident management efforts. Personnel managing the incident develop an approach for each operational period. It tells your partners, your emergency operations center staff, and group members regarding the objectives and activities planned for the coming operational period. Identifies your work assignments, provides a roadmap of operations during this time to help individuals understand their efforts and how that affects the success of the overall operation. It shows you how specific supervisory personnel and various operational elements fit into the organization. And it gives you an ongoing schedule of those key meetings that you need to attend to. So execute, evaluate, revise. So you'll be checking your accuracy of information because that can change in each operational period and oftentimes during that period. So your incident command and operations will regularly compare planned progress with actual progress. And within the planning P, this phase of the planning process is in the lower right corner and bottom half, which now completes the planning P and the operational period in which it was used. So as a reminder, during all stages of incident management, planners must gather, assess, disseminate information. Your incident command sheet forms are available tools in assisting in developing a simple plan that can be communicated through the briefings. And frequently, the initial plan must be developed very quickly and with incomplete situation information. So use these forms to gather the information as it provides a template for strategic, operational, and tactical planning. And here's another version, lots of detail. For those of you that feel that you need more information, this planning P can provide a great resource for you. So feel free to take a look at it at your leisure. Next week, we'll be talking about leadership and agility in a healthcare crisis. So what do we do when things don't go as expected? And that ends the lecture notes for Module 3.